Call the meeting to order for November 21st, 2016. First order of business is Mr. Sayer.
Appreciate it, Mr. Hudson. This time we'd like to recognize our JCHS soccer and cross-country teams. I'm going to turn it over to the coaches back there, Dwight Chafin and Jason Shepard back there. I don't know who wants to go first and talk about your season, introduce your kids, things along those lines.
I'll go first. First, I want to say thanks to the Board of Education and thanks to the administration for making it possible what we're able to do and making it a special season for these young athletes, for the boys and the girls. Our boys, they ended up runners-up and all qualified in order to go to the state tournament and run at the horse park. So we had an excellent season with them. Our girls ended up being regional champs. And I just want to say a little bit extra about the girls. I've been coaching for 11 years here. And in that 11 years, I've been a part of 7 regional championships. And none of them have been as special as this. I just want to say that. So, one of the girls sitting here, I started 7 years ago. And she was a little baby, basically, to me when she started. And she started with me, and that's going to be crazy looking over there and not having her prepare her room for me next year. So, I just want to say thank you all. So, it's been special. There was a good chance, if any of you know what happened with our girls' regional championship, I mean, halfway through it, we had it locked, and it was a win, and we were just coasting, and had to push through physical exhaustion in order to come back and win a regional championship. So these girls did that not for me, and that's what makes me so proud to be a part of Johnson County, because they didn't do it for me, but I truly believe they did it for Johnson County to where they could bring pride back to this school and be able to bring recognition back to Johnson County and all the things that this school does for these kids. So I want to say thank you to the board and administration on behalf of these girls and on behalf of these boys, and thanks for all that you guys do for us.
Jason, you want to introduce them, let them introduce themselves?
The ones that we have here,
they want to do it.
Yeah, cross country, we share a lot of our kids with other sports which are practicing also right now at the same time. I've got a couple of the girls with me here. I've got Michaela Pierce here, which she's 2-time regional champion and would have been again if she didn't pass out with about 100 yards to go. So that would be your regional champion. She's right here if you want to stand up, Pierce. Right here, Olivia Burgess. She's been, that's the one I'm talking about, been with me for about 7 years. So. And Allie Wells, right here. And the boys side of things, I've got Jacob Rice representing them. And he's a true leader in all the sports he's a part of.
All right, Jason, appreciate it. Again, we appreciate the kids, what they've done for high school, not only for them, but for themselves, their dedication, things they put in there. The cross country is definitely an individual sport. And it takes a lot of heart and a lot of effort to get out there and run at 9 degrees and then you run when it's cold. So, we appreciate each one of those young ladies and gentlemen doing that. Wyatt, is Larry back there also? I see him now. Which one of y'all want to go first? Larry, you're Dwight, or?
Again, I too would like to thank the board for all that you do for us, the administration. I'm glad to report again another successful year on behalf of our girls soccer team. Compiled a record of 15-8-0, district champs this season. Came up a little bit short in the regional title game. We regional runner-ups. If you weren't able to be there, just give you a little brief on the game. I've never been part of a soccer game that's lasted that long. We went, at the end of regulation, we were tied 1-1 against Lawrence County. They do a 5-minute sudden death. We had the 5-minute sudden death period. We were still tied. We started into the second sudden death period, still tied at the end of that. Then we get to PKs. Each team picks 10 players to shoot the penalty kicks. At the end of the first set of 5, we were still tied. Then it goes to a PK sudden death. So at the end of that, we came up, it took to the 9th kicker. But our girls had an excellent year. They faced adversity. I think toward the end of the year, we were playing our best soccer. Our win-loss ratio wasn't as good as in the past, However, that's kind of my fault because I think to move forward, you gotta play better teams. We played Woodford County, we played Oldham County, teams that are top 20 in the state. But hats off to these girls and everything they accomplished. We had 2 girls who were all-state honorable mention. This year, we are going to lose 4 seniors. I think 2 of them are actually looking at soccer at the collegiate level, possibly either Union, Berea, Midway, or some other college. So that's good. Hopefully they can move back and help out with the soccer program, whether it be rec or at the high school level. But very proud of these girls, what they've been able to accomplish. I just told one a minute ago, I looked on the stats for the last 3 years, and most of these girls that's here have been a part of this. The last 3 years, they've compiled a record of 49 wins, 14 losses, and 2 ties. And that also is 2 district championships, 1 district runner-up, 2 regional runner-ups, and 1 regional championship. So, hats off to the girls. The girls I've got with me here, I've got Haley Burchett, Haley Ward, Becca Preston, Molly Davis, Lana Lyons, Gigi Ferguson, and Michaela. Thank you all.
Thanks, Larry.
Well, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
As always. We started this program from soccer here in John Central for about 2006. That's 10 years ago. And a lot of people here in the room that was around when it started, and Tom Cochran was our athletic director at that time. Ronnie Fairchild was instrumental in getting that started too. He was.
Don't tell anyone.
No blow yet. Anyway, we had a really successful season, and we were thankful for the facilities that we have, and able to get to practice and play games, and be at a place where everybody wants to come play. Except for Perry Central, but that's a different story. Anyway, we won our region, and it's all Johnson County kids that did it, and they product of our soccer program has gone on through the years and in our community. They've done real well, and we won our district, and we won our Apple Cup against Paintsville, and had a really good year. Can't say enough about these guys. We established a goal back in the summer when we started practice, and it's one thing to establish a goal, but it's another thing to achieve objectives along the way to get to that goal. And they each had a job, and they worked hard to get better, and I can't say enough about them. If I did, I wouldn't make it through it too easy. There's not enough Kleenexes for this. But I have my son was able to coach with me this year, and that was a big thing for me. He's developing really well as a coach, and just a fine person. I have several people, some of the players here tonight. I have Travis Cottle. He's our goalkeeper, had 7 shutouts this year. He's done real well. First year goalie, and he's excellent young man. Mason Blant, he's our senior. He's a defensive player. He's top notch. He's developed really well. I was surprised at the level he reached before the season though, and was a really good captain. Another man was Noah Cole, right there. Pink, what? salmon colored shirt. Noah Cole is an awesome midfielder. He's a great leader. He's going to be a fine young man and probably play somewhere in college as soon as he gets that lined out. Marcus Ratliff, he's an all-around good player. He can play anywhere, put him, and does an outstanding job wherever he's at. I got Joe Sloan, excellent defender. He's an all-around athlete, I think. He's a multi-sport athlete too, and so are some of these other guys. Mason's a first-year swimmer right here, and Joe, he's a wrestler, excellent wrestler too, and he's a Governor Scholar, really intelligent young man. They've got Bryce Rice back there. He's an excellent defender, probably one of the best Johnson Central's ever had. He's a multi-sport athlete as well, and extremely good student. And I got Dan Short back here. He's developed in a lot of aspects as a person and as a child of God. He's done real well, and he's an excellent soccer player. He also joined the swim team. He's going real well. And got Chris Bose Joseph back here. He's just developed. I didn't even expect him to be able to walk on the field and do what he did, but he's done well and developed as a midfielder, defender as well. You can't beat these guys. Can't beat Johnson County Schools. It's a great place to be, great place to work, great place to coach. And I just thank you for the administration and all of y'all's support. Lord willing, we'll be back at it again next year.
Again, Wyatt, you, Jason, Larry, we all thank you for your leadership and your dedication to kids here in Johnson County Schools. And again, we thank each one of our student athletes back there, the dedication and hard work they put out for various teams and things. Again, like you said, back here, they're not just involved in one thing, they're involved in multiple things at Johnson Central High School. So I think that speaks highly of their character and their motivation and what they want to achieve, not only in school, but probably in life. So we appreciate each one of you. And you're welcome to stay, or you feel free to go if you'd like to. So thanks. We appreciate having everyone here tonight.
Next order of business is to get approval for the minutes for October 24th, 2016 regular meeting, as well as the bills and payroll for November 17th, 2016. Is there a motion to do so?
Make a motion.
Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 4, renovation report, Mr. Rowland.
We have a payment request for Frederick and May of $108,294.88. We still owe them, we're still holding back a couple of $1,000 to get our paperwork in, but all the construction part is done, it's just the paperwork part now. The architect and engineer has checked this out and they approved it, I recommend you pay that this time.
Thank you. Is there a motion to do so? Second. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, new business. Ms. Patton.
Yes, at our last meeting, we gave a rundown of the test scores and how we are a distinguished school district. And so now, tonight, we're going to hear from 2 of our principals, and then for the December meeting and for the January meeting, we will finish up all of our reports at the school level. So we'll start with Tom Cochran.
Thank you, Ms. Patton. As Ms. Patton discussed in the last meeting, she discussed our scores, and as you remember, Meade and Central Elementary both were highly successful, and that allowed us to combine to become a school of distinction for the 2016 school year, so we're very proud of that. With that being said, we have a lot of work ahead of us, and we are incorporating many strategies to continue to increase achievement and growth, as well as to continue to reduce our novice scores. Some of the things that we're doing at school, we have daily common planning. We've intentionally planned all of our schedule where we have common plan across grade levels. We also have weekly PLCs that our grade levels are using to discuss progress monitoring, to talk about our tiering of students, and for planning. We use our PLC protocol, PDSA, as Plan, Do, Study, Act, and we also during that time look at our data walls to see how our students are progressing through daily and weekly activities. We also have allowed for vertical planning, and we're going to do that monthly beginning after Christmas, where our grade levels can meet with each other to look at the steps we need to take to close gaps among and between grade levels. Some of our grade levels use flexible grouping to work with skill and standard strengths of our students. As I said, we are continuing to analyze our data. We do that with our test scores and information data wall daily and weekly. We have a new committee this year, RTI and Student Intervention Committee, where we focus on our kids that are maybe struggling in specific skill areas, and we use Ms. Crace, Mr. Chapman, Ms. Van Hoos, Ms. Moore. They have regular schedules where they work with those kids who are struggling with specific skills in reading and in math. We also are blessed to have 2 Read to Achieve teachers this year, and we can really focus on our kids in K through 3 who are struggling in reading. We have a variety of computer programs, Renaissance Learning, Education Galaxy, IXL, and we have this computer lab scheduled twice weekly for all of our students. Our teachers are also writing grants that are incorporating technology to enhance student learning. We're regularly celebrating successes via family meetings where we're discussing our goals and points, accomplishments, and achievement shout-outs. Our staff's also getting ready to start a book study looking at student leadership, and part of what that will entail and what we're already doing is in summer grades we're having student-led parent conferences where our students are leading the parents through the conferences at the 9 weeks. We found that to be very helpful. We have teacher meetings every Monday where we're sharing ideas and instructional strategies and giving teachers opportunity to lead through those meetings. Mr. Chapman is also working with the primary talent pool, so we're blessed and thankful to Mr. Sawyer and the board for providing him full-time for so he can work with the primary talent pool. And Ms. Burton's working once a week with our gifted and talented students, and Mr. Chapman will be taking that over and working with those after Christmas as well. And we're also really focusing on our attendance tracking. We know that if kids aren't in school, they can't learn, so we are making phone calls home daily, personalized phone calls. Our ladies up front work doing that. And then our upper grade kids are tracking their own attendance, and we've seen improvement there as well. We're doing many other things. I'd just like to say that I'm thankful for the opportunity and blessed to be able to work with such a hard work and dedicated staff who always put the kids before themselves or anything else. So, thank you.
And then we'll have the other Cochran brother, Jeff.
W.R. Castle was a distinguished school for the 5th consecutive year. We wasn't real happy with how everything turned out, but we're going to fight to do a little bit better next year. But we do some of the same stuff that they do at Central Elementary, and like weekly PLCs, common planning time, vertical and grade level. We have some of the same computer software, Star Reading, Star Math, Accelerated Reader, IXL, Lexia. We have staff meetings. We do have reading recovery. We do data analysis to try to figure out some of the kids where they may miss being from proficient to distinguished by a point or two, and try to focus on those students or students that are novice and need to go to apprentice. But our staff works extremely hard to try to increase our proficient, distinguished, and reduce our novice. And they work extremely hard, but we appreciate all of your all support and getting us everything that we need to try to be successful in Johnson County. Thank you all.
I think we're seeing that across the district here, Shawnee, may want to comment on this about how hard our teachers are working on their data analysis, identifying the different groups of kids, and to help them to come next time we have testing and things for their individual improvements.
And they're not just looking at this series of tests from the results from K-Prep, but they're looking at all of the formative assessments and the summatives that they give throughout the school year, and to track growth. And not just to stop there, but to drill down and see what kinds of questions that students are missing. And it may require the teachers to go back and do some reteaching, and we're seeing more and more and more of that all the time. So, you know, they're reporting about the one test, but the analysis is continuous all throughout the year and all the different assessments that are given. Really proud of our staff. They do a really good job. And next month, we'll probably, if it's okay with you guys, we may hear from 3 principals in the December meeting.
Thank you, good job, appreciate it. Next, we'll go to Mr. Gold.
Since our last board meeting, we had a bid opening for workers' compensation insurance. We just had one bidder, and it was, the premium was less than what we paid fiscal year 2016.
Thank you, is there a motion to accept?
So made.
Second? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, item 5C, Mr. Eastep, Mr. Halsey.
We request to approve attending a couple academic trips. One weekend in December, it's the second weekend, the 9th and 10th, I believe, it's the Edmondson tournament we usually attend. And then in January, I believe it's the second weekend for, I think it's TBA on your paperwork there, but I believe it's the second weekend in January as well for an all-night trip to Maine. Both those are academic trips.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
So made.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Got to go back to grant participation.
Did you just get the middle school on that one, or?
Yes.
There was some high school trips and special
Okay.
ed?
I'll just want to know, the grant participation.
We have some grants. I think most all of our schools want to apply for the Steel Reese grant as well as Unite grants at some of our elementary schools. So we ask you to approve this process of applying for those grants.
So motion to approve. Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. High school.
Johnson Central is requesting for our health science class to attend St. Mary's Hospital on December the 6th to observe a surgeon. And then we also, we have a copy of our 2016-17 wrestling schedule, and it's marked on all the overnight trips. You have that before you. And then we're also asking for the girls' basketball to attend Louisville December 19th through the 22nd.
Thank you.
As well as Ronnie has a Special Olympics.
Yes, the Special Olympics is requesting the usage of 2 buses December 2nd for the state Special Olympics competition. It'll be for 3, Friday, Saturday, and come back Sunday. Yeah, we've done that in the past. Yeah, they've taken care of the expenses.
A motion to approve. Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 5E, getting the use of facilities.
Johnson Central, class of 1987, actually used our facility for a reunion on July the 21st, 2016.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Also, you've got the superintendent's personnel report, and now we're going to ask for approval to go into recess into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810C to discuss proposed litigation. A motion? Second? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion carries. We will go into executive session.